It's a little dark. Is it working? Good morning, Essential Practice family. Gab here with my best friend, Parneet Chohan.
Hello.
She is just assisting me for this little live. This is my first direct video. So thank you for being here.
Bravo.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I'm a little nervous, guys. I haven't done a video in a while. And just to give you guys a little background, I'm on a 1 week business trip, and Jen Crude Boss, who I love so much, hi, suggested I do a 3-part oils for travel quickie series. And I'm doing it live because YOLO.
Truck yeah.
Yeah. So we're having breakfast. And the first part of the series is actually surviving the airport and flight with oils. So the first thing I want to start by saying, for my Canadian peeps, the plastic bag you can bring oils in is a lot smaller than we thought it was. I had a bunch of products confiscated. So it's okay. I have my piece roller, so I'm not like freaking out too much. But I wanted to bring you guys the actual bag. It's a 1 liter bag, and you have to be able to fit, oh, that's perfect. So it's about the size of
Your
a hand. And your actual bottles have to fit in here. So even if your bottles are like half empty, if they don't all fit in the bag, they will confiscate it from you. Am I saying that word right? Confiscate?
Confiscated.
Confiscate.
Confiscate.
Confisc. Yeah.
Confisc.
Confisc. And the other thing, which I was not aware of, is that creams, balm, oil, any liquid viscous form counts. So they confiscated my On Guard toothpaste. Luckily, these guys are as like organic as we are, and they have clove toothpaste and everything, so I'm set. But the On Guard toothpaste, my Easy Air Vapor Stick, they took a whole bunch of shit, and I had like a breakdown, but it's fine now. I've bounced back.
You made it.
So yesterday was a long day. I took 2 flights. I was running around like a chicken with my head cut off. And there's about 5 things that helped me really get through the day. The first thing would have been my On Guard hand sanitizer, organic hand sanitizer, running around like, eating, sitting on the floor. It was kind of gross. They took my On Guard spray. Luckily, I had a little dram sampler of pre-diluted, so I used that. And I also have, obviously, my tea tree roller with me, so I used that instead as like a natural hand sanitizer. Actually, I should put some on right now because tea tree is also emotionally the oil of communication. Did you know that?
No, I didn't.
Of authentic communication.
Tea tree.
Yeah.
Makes sense. It gets rid of all the bacteria, and what remains is the legitimateness.
Absolutely.
Is that diluted?
These ones are pre-diluted.
Okay, because you wouldn't put that on direct.
You would not.
Okay.
Some hardcore people would, but we don't recommend that.
Okay.
Pre-diluted. Actually, it's amazing for boundary and energy work, too. If you have to communicate boundaries, it's a really good one.
I love that.
Yeah. So that was the first thing. Obviously, I always have my tea tree with me. Second thing, you're running around throughout the day. You're like, it's 9 hours of travel. You don't have time necessarily to brush your teeth. So obviously, best format, the peppermint beadlets. Guys, it's my favorite thing. I have it with me every single day. And the beadlets come in like a little, I don't even know if I showed you these. They're like my favorite thing ever. They come in this like little beadlet, and it's a 1/4 drop of peppermint in the beadlet.
Wow.
And these, lo and behold, don't count as a liquid, so they didn't have to go into the 1 liter bag. So I was pretty happy about that. Also, obviously, the day being long and kind of like the cabin pressure and the stress and whatever, you can also break the beadlets, put it on the back of the neck and on your temples, and that helps for like calming and concentration, so you can actually like figure out where you have to board.
Right, so it's a wake or upper kind of experience.
Absolutely. 3 other things helped me get through the day yesterday. The first one, I'm a bit of a nervous flyer. Do you like flying?
I love flying.
Okay. I actually really enjoy flying, but yesterday, because of the weather, there was a lot of turbulence, and I almost like shit my pants like 4 times and almost had a panic attack and like busted out of the plane.
Turbulence is pretty spooky. I mean, we're pretty helpless as passengers when there's turbulence. I mean, that belt is kind of a psychological trick.
Yeah.
It's not really going to do much when the ship goes down. So
no, exactly.
I feel you.
Exactly. So one of my favorite blends for stress when you need calming is the Peace Blend, the doTERRA Peace Blend. Obviously, the roller formats, guys, is the best format you can have because they're just easy, super easy to carry around. And most of the doTERRA Touch rollers are pre-diluted. Have you smelled this one? It's also my like go-to perfume because it's just like bonkizo. Right?
Wow.
Yeah.
It's very strong.
It's very strong, but you know what?
It's an immediate reaction.
I find it less strong on skin.
Can I put some?
Yeah,
on?
Please. Of course. So it kind of like calms down a bit. It's one of my favorite perfumes, and I bring it with me all the time.
Can I add a little somatic piece into this?
Of course.
So like our bodies aren't, what's the word I'm looking for? Discriminatory about who is touching, in a sense that if you're giving yourself any kind of self-soothing touch, your body responds to that in a way that you would respond to that if a loved one was giving you a touch, because it's your own touch.
I didn't even know that.
So the beautiful thing that kind of is compatible with essential oils is, you have to self-touch in that practice. And it calms down your nervous system. So if you're in an airport and maybe your autonomic nervous system you're in fight or flight and you're literally going to flight, then just any kind of practice of self-touch, whether that's rubbing your temples or the back of your neck or, your arms, squeezing your thighs, all of that is like a calming practice that actually lets your body know I'm safe, I'm not in danger, I'm okay. And that's, I feel like, compatible with essential oils.
That's incredible. I should mention that Par is an incredible therapist. You also do somatic work.
I'm in training right now.
Training for somatic work. She facilitates group therapy, one-on-one therapy. She's just extraordinary. She's going to be part of this Facebook group soon, but she doesn't know it. Speaking to that, is there any specific places that you could advise people to apply their essential oils?
Yeah, I would say forearms.
Yeah.
Right? So if you notice that you keep stress in your hands and these are very tight.
Yeah.
The sort of meridian lines here, then just kind of rubbing the oils here.
Yeah.
Actually on the chest is a big one. So just rubbing right in the center where your sternum is or slightly higher.
Okay. Would you say because I also, when I can, obviously not in public because I don't get naked, but I also often apply to the anahata.
Yeah.
The heart chakra also.
Totally.
And back of the neck, I think.
Back of the neck, yeah. Because again, if you think about it, when we're stressed, what are our vulnerable spots? What are our tender spots that we don't want people to touch or to notice?
Yeah.
And then that's an opportunity for you to touch it yourself and offer yourself that self-soothing practice of, okay, I'm noticing tension here. So it requires a little bit of self-inquiry to notice where you're keeping your stress. Because everybody, sometimes I'll place essential oils on my shoulders and just kind of rub them right in this particular spot or here, or nasal,
the sinus,
passages. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So peppermint here, lavender here, third eye, and just being curious about your own body too, and noticing what feels good.
That's amazing. I love that. I'm so happy she's here for our live. What was the last thing? Oh yeah, 2 other things. So I made an at-home lip balm, and I don't go anywhere without it. This is the same base. It has the organic beeswax, the shea butter, organic non-fractionated coconut oil, and then this one is peppermint wild orange, this one, and I carry it with me, especially when I travel, because I get super chapped on lips.
Yeah, you're very dehydrated.
I'm very
You have to remember that.
Yes,
flights dehydrate you.
That's the key to travel, is like just staying hydrated. So I keep that one with me. And then the last thing, which is like one of my favorite discoveries this year with doTERRA, is the Smart and Sassy Metabolic Gum. Guys, I just ordered this in my LRP and it's bonkers. It has, it has the Smart and Sassy essential oil blend in it. It's super, like, you bite into it. I'll give you one later because it's a little early for like essential oil gum. But it, first of all, it wakes your system up. It helps you breathe. It's good for when you have, I find that when I travel, I get really bad sugar cravings, and that's a really nice way to like help with those sugar cravings. And then also with cabin pressure. Cabin pressure is like terrible. So chewing helps. So guys, those are my oils for getting through the day yesterday while I was traveling.
You did great.
Thank you.
Yeah, you made it.
I made it. I got here. I immediately fell asleep, and then we went for epic Chinese food. And we're going to talk about that tomorrow in my part 2, where I talk about how to actually keep your gut biome functional when you're traveling and eating like a total asshole, which is what I did yesterday. So have an amazing day today, everyone. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you tomorrow morning for Oils for Travel part 2 by Gab. Peace.
Bye.